Alright guys, so as I've been mentioning in past videos, I am working on creating a family cookbook for obviously my family. So the way that I've been like brainstorming this all year and trying to figure out how I want to do this, how I want to share it with you guys, but how I want to keep my family involved as well, because I don't want it to just be about me making something. I want it to obviously incorporate my family, so it's more of like a family project, a thing that we did sort of together instead of just me making something for them. So the way I'm going about doing this is asking them for recipes that they would like to be put into the cookbook. And ultimately this is going to be, I'll be giving them their cookbooks for Christmas. So master plan, whole, what I really want to do, or you know how what I'm trying to do, we'll see how, if I'm trying to do too much or not, but I want to. So they're gonna give me recipes, like literally write them out for me. I'm going to actually cook the recipes, you know, via their instructions, see what may or may not need to be added to make the recipe easier to follow, and write it that way, you know, with my additions to their recipes. Write it that way to the recipe book or the cookbook, but also do the photography and everything as far as the photos go. One of my biggest pet peeves about cookbooks is that every single recipe does not have a photo. I don't know, I'm one of those people. I need to see it, I need to do it, I need to read it over and over and over again. Like every recipe should have a photo. Even if I don't even want to cook it, I just want to look through it and see all the pretty pictures. Like, that's just me, that's how my brain works. So the way I'm trying to do this is to cook their recipes, not only to see what may or may not need to be added to the recipe itself, but also photographing and taking, you know, nice pretty pictures for those recipes and including that in the cookbook as well. So that is my ultimate plan. That's why I'm starting now, and I'm saying I have, you know, 8 months. Today is what, like the 18th or 19th. What was today? Today's the 18th. So, you know, for me, that's why I'm giving myself over, you know, 8 months to get all this together and ready for them. Everyone's pretty much gonna be, I'm going to be using the happy planner. Okay, I'm gonna give everyone a mini happy planner. There's certain people, like most likely myself, and then my mom and my grandmother, who will get their recipe book or their cookbook in classic sizes, but for everyone else, they'll be getting the cookbook mini sized. So first thing first, I wanted to show you guys my project page. So I know for sure that I'll need more than just these 2 pages, but for right now, this is what I'm going with. So today, what I'm going to show you guys is how I'm sending the letters to my family, because I'm sending letters to them, requesting them to fill out a recipe card with their recipes and send them back to me. So in those letters as well, it will also include a response card where I'm going to ask them a few questions, and I'm going to show you guys how I set it all up, because that's what I'm going to be doing today. So in the response cards, I'm going to be asking for their favorite metallic. That's more geared towards my mother and my grandmother, because most likely I will be giving them the metal disc that Happy Planet just came out with. So, you know, whatever their favorite metallic is, that's the metal disc I'll get for them. Title suggestions, so I don't want it to be just named, you know, family cookbook, you know. So any title suggestions that they may have, and then, you know, down the road we'll vote on one that, you know, everyone can agree on or whatever. But right now I'm just getting suggestions. Question of whether they want a custom cover, so whether it should be like a generic cover where everyone has the same exact cover, you know, or if they would like a custom cover, personalized to, you know, them, you know, maybe their color scheme, or not necessarily color scheme, but their character, you know, their likes or dislikes, you know, who they are as a person. Do they want a cover that is geared more towards them, or do they want just a generic cover that everyone has? Not necessarily generic, but like a family cover, if that makes sense. And then also their email addresses, and then asking them if they have any further questions or suggestions that they might want to add. So that's this so far. So that's my project page. But for now, so this is a blank one that I'm going to be showing, like doing for you in front of you, but here's one that's pretty much already done except for like the response page. So I stamped this heart with these squiggles on front, and it came from this sticker pad from Miss Sparkle & Co. From I get these at Joann's. I haven't seen these anywhere else, so I'm not sure if that's just like a Joann's brand, or it's available somewhere else. But that's the stamp, and then on the back it's in rose gold with the word hello, and that came from this stamp pad from Walmart, and their brand is called Creative View. They're in their creative section. The stamps right here, I already pulled it out, so to use it when it is time to do that. The stamp pads I had used was this ink pad. This is also from the Miss Sparkle & Co. papery, and this is supposed to be like a rose gold. I'm not really a fan of this ink pad, but and then this is just one of those mini stamp pads that comes with the Recollections like little kit, their little icon rubber stamps kit. This thing. This little stamp pad came with it, and it's black. So today, I actually found this, not today, but I found this rose gold stamp pad at Michael's. So today I will be using this one instead of the other rose gold one, and then I'll still be using this black for now. So yeah, so you got the heart, you got the hello right there. Let me zoom in for you guys, and then you can see it's kind of, and all of them are labeled with a post-it, so I know whose is whose. Obviously this one's for my mommy, but inside it's got, so it says love on the inside. These craft paper envelopes and cards, again Miss Sparkle & Co. papery from Joann's. It came in a set of 12 envelopes and 12 cards, and it has love foiled in silver foil. And then so on the inside, for this one, since it's my mom, it has 2 recipe cards in it. This is also from the Sparkle & Co. These recipe cards. I'm sure my mom will have more, recipes to add, but so it says title, serving, oven temp, prep time, cook time, ingredients, from the kitchen of, and then on the back gives you room to write directions. And I had to fold these in half because they wouldn't fit in this card otherwise. But she got 2, and then on the inside of the card, so what I wrote is, for Christmas this year, I thought it would be fun to compile recipes and make a family cookbook. Please write out a favorite recipe on the enclosed recipe card and mail it back to me. If you have pictures, please add them too, or you can email them to me as well. And then it says, hope your 2018 is awesome. May life continue to heal you, grow you, and inspire you to keep being amazing. So that's the main card. And then this is what they'll be mailing back to me. So it's just plain white card, and I cut the label off, but these are from Michael's. It came in a set of 30, so there's 30 envelopes and 30 cards, and they're just plain white. And then on the inside, I did my faux calligraphy. It says suggestions, and then I haven't written on the inside yet. I want to show you guys what I am going to write. So that's all that I've completed for every single person except for one, so that I can show you me stamping and writing everything. But then I'm also going to go ahead and write in their card, in the suggestions card, what I want that to say as well. So this one's from my mom. And you can see I have a stack of the ones that are already completed. And so I have one more. It's for my Aunt Deborah. So I'm going to go ahead and take this out, so I can stamp the front first. So the way I did it, I'm going to stamp in the center. And we'll see how this stamp pad works, because it's my first time using this actually. So that's good. So it's like right there in the center. And then I'm going to take this black and go on the edges. Okay, that's that. Isn't that pretty? You see that? It's really pretty. I don't think I pressed in the heart enough though. There we go. It's on there. Put it right here. And there. Now hello. Oop. And set that off to the side for now. Okay. And that actually looks a lot better than this original. Like, it's there, but this is much prettier. So there's that. And then I'm gonna go ahead. Again, it's just a recipe card with the directions on the back. Go ahead and write in my verbiage. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention is when I first got these cards, the card fit so snug into the envelope, like you couldn't even pull it back out. So I had to take these cards and just trim off, you know, like an 1/8 of an inch, 1/16 of an inch on both sides so that they could fit nicely, because they were literally like edge to edge in the envelope. Like, it was ridiculous. Okay, so then the white cards, they were perfect just the way they are, by the way. I didn't have to do anything for that. So I'll write suggestions on the outside and then do, you know, the faux calligraphy situation. Alright guys, so here's the final look. Obviously I'm going to add addresses and a stamp in order to mail it. And then on the back you have the hello on the flap. Then you have the hello on the flap. And then when you open it up, you have the love card first. And then I added a piece of that same washi on the bottom there, just to make it look sort of cohesive. And then on the inside, they have one recipe card, and then the verbiage I wrote out. There's that. So obviously, once they read that, then they're gonna fill out the recipe card, and then they'll keep the love card. But then what they'll mail back is this white card, which, you know, I'm gonna write the addresses and put a stamp on it. Go ahead and put a stamp on it for them already. And then they have the suggestions that they need to fill out. And then as you saw how I ended up putting it all together, it just says, what should we name our cookbook at the top, and then it has a big line to write the title, a little stamp of the pretty little ribbon with the squiggles, and then over here it has would you rather, and then it says have a custom cover made just for you, or have a cover we all design and vote on together, a place to write the email, and then on the back I just wrote any questions, and then the stamp of the arrow with the heart. So then they'll fill all that out, add in their recipe card, and mail this white, just the white envelope back to me. So guys, that's it. That's the first or the start of this process for getting together my family cookbook to give out for Christmas. Excuse me. So this is the first step, or the first process, and it's getting together recipes for my family cookbook to give as presents for Christmas. As always, I'll keep you updated as things are going. Then we'll do some practice recipes to start figuring out how I want the book to actually be formatted, because like I said, it's going to be in classic size and mini size, so I kind of want to make it so that I don't have to. Oh, we'll get to that later. But for now, as always, you can find me on Instagram at WK Factory. Never settle for face value, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.